No, I listened to it, and I you speak so fast that I missed the Greek Orthodox thing. And then I'm like, wait, baklava? What's the relevance?
Baklava, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It laughs from the studio. Dude, got the door open on that one.
If we can if we can get you to stop doing dick stuff for 10 seconds.
Dude, you don't think baklava is the funniest thing we've said on this podcast?
Baklava, it's not bad. Dude, it's not bad.
Baklava. Are we fucking...
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Pleasure
anybody
World
hungry? No, we have...
You want me to do it?
Yeah,
you have some baklava?
I got my mouth is full of baklava right now.
All right, Harrison's making himself laugh. I'll do the intro. Hey, everybody, welcome to the
making myself laugh because I'm making you upset.
I'm not upset. It's just these are the opening moments, and you want to start with baklava. It's been 2 seconds.
Yeah, I do.
He's Greek Orthodox, but he's also a pervert.
You know, those two go hand in hand a lot, dude.
Tell that to the Greeks.
I am.
Hopefully they listen. Hopefully they're blowholes.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Pleasure Whale Podcast. I'm Chris Wakus, and this is...
Harrison Scopes.
Yep. And we're hungry.
We're hungry for some baklava.
Welcome to the Pleasure Whale Podcast. You guys are the blowholes. We're the whales, and we're here to blow you out of our holes.
That's right. That's right.
We got a lot of good stuff to get to today.
Yes, we do.
Namely,
we've already gotten to some good stuff, namely baklava.
It's a wonderful place to start. It really is. But let's turn our attention to something that exists.
It's hard to get me off of baklava.
Yeah, you're good. Take a second. Breathe it in. Breathe it out.
Just some fresh baked out of the oven, prime 28-day wet aged baklava.
It begs the question: is it? Like, does it have a foreskin, and is that foreskin like layered?
It's flaky.
Is it flaky?
I'll tell you that much. It's definitely flaky.
Yeah. Baklava, I would associate that with a skin disease more than something comical.
This is a serious podcast.
It's not serious, but
no, it's super.
As the young people would say, it's not that deep, bro.
No, I mean, hey, how deep can a fucking blue whale dive? Deep. We got a whale, everybody.
That's what I was gonna.
Is that what we're getting at?
Yeah, we have a whale. We
have a whale. Bless the whale. Blessed is the whale who fucking harbors the valley through the shadows.
It doesn't have a blowhole.
It does. Well, you know, we can make one.
Yeah. Okay. That's. Now you're starting to sound like a bit I do, which is also a real thing. I had a Build-A-Bear.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You fuck your Build-A-Bear.
Well, no, it needed a hole. And don't need to say what for. We don't need to get into that.
Yeah.
You can watch my special if you're interested.
Yeah, watch Chris Wakus' special if you want to hear, if you want to understand why this whale is going to have a crusty hole in it next week.
It's not going to be crusty. We'll clean it. If you learn anything with age, it's that you should wash things and you shouldn't wash them with Dawn soap.
Yeah, dude, I had multiple people message me that was like the thing. That was like a lot of takeaways.
That was a big takeaway for me.
It's just, I'm really sorry your dad ruins your clothes. And we don't got to reference our own fucking podcast. Welcome to the Pleasure Whale Podcast, everybody. Once again. I know we already did it, but I just felt like I had to say it.
Harrison's such a control freak.
I know I am.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'll just turn this a little bit so that's the right way.
Guys, name the whale.
Yes, we know the whale doesn't have a hole. It also doesn't have a name.
And we are looking for one. So anybody, DM the Instagram, email the email, DM our personal accounts. We don't care. Just help us name the fucking whale. God damn it.
Name the whale.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. So one thing we were saying before the pod started is that this whale has a big head.
The fat head and a tiny ass.
Big head, no ass. Which is how we like them here at the Pleasure Whale Pod. Everybody knows that. But so
I'm gonna have to check out the whale's tits to weigh in on my opinion.
Well, this is a baby whale, so that seems inappropriate.
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
Now that you made it a baby, I feel bad saying that you were gonna fuck it.
Oh, that's true. Wow,
you
all of that
implied it
happened,
first.
and then I made it a baby
And then you
whale.
made it a baby. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy.
This is an adult whale.
Yeah.
This whale.
This whale, dude, it just had its 18th birthday yesterday.
No.
No,
Dude, this whale's older than us. This whale's
100%.
This whale's 35.
This whale, it's not even a
trying to get
whale,
us
it's
out
a
of
cougar,
trouble.
honestly.
Yeah. Hey, are you a whale or a cougar? That's great.
You a whale or a cougar? We got whales versus cougars in the chat.
Yeah. So that was a nice little natural end there. And he says don't do that, and I do it anyway.
I know.
But it's part of.
You know what makes a nice natural end nice and natural? Not fucking bringing it up.
But I know no.
You ever
way.
like fuck a girl and then you're just like, yeah, I really just laid that down. You're just like proclaiming afterwards.
I wouldn't
know what that's like.
I've definitely never said I just laid that down.
No.
I'm trying to think of things that I may have said.
I apologize.
Sometimes I like to go British and I'll be like, I totally smashed it. So that's good. But anyway, back to the whale. So big head, little ass, and big head, little ass. No problem with the structure. But we were talking before. Apparently, having a big head, Harrison, this is your take.
Yeah,
is good for.
It's good for acting. A lot of actors have big heads.
Really?
Yeah.
And but why? It looks better on camera?
It looks better on camera, or maybe that's just something that people told me my whole life to make me feel better.
Oh, because they think you have a big head.
I don't think they think it. I think that it's a fact.
I mean, if I'm looking at the camera, your head, you're closer in camera. I think we have equivalent sized heads. I think mine is more misshapen. Oh, did I tell you?
Should we compare our other heads? Sorry.
No. Well, we can, but not. Put that on the Patreon. What did I tell you? We got to get back to the big head thing, but I do want to just tell you real quick. A comment on one of my YouTube on my YouTube
on the special.
Yeah, came back. The guy said, "Interesting face build," which I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Am I like, are you calling me ugly or am I attractive or like, and don't analyze my face.
I'm literally
I see you not hearing
dude,
me.
you know the Terminator when it goes red and it's like scanning the fucking, that's me right now with all of your features.
You're not active listening anymore.
No,
You're just staring at my face.
I completely stopped listening.
Yeah. And
kind of a doughy face.
That's okay. I'm putting on weight. You should I've had a very similar facial structure my entire life. Yes, I'm a little heavy right now, but I'm working on fixing that. Whatever. The interesting face build, that's messed up.
Yeah, definitely messed up. I would have gone with doughy for sure.
Oh, okay. Doughy's not better. Interesting face. No, the thing about
I made the comment.
What makes interesting face build so interesting is that it's an obscure reference.
Well, the thing about that
and that's why it hurts.
Yeah, what it is it's like it's just so vague. It's like not showing the monster in the horror movie. I'm saying is you're a monster, and also I'm saying it's just like it's whatever in your head you feel about yourself. Mm-hmm. That's what it's drawing attention to.
That hurts.
Interesting face build.
Yeah.
Are you talking about my brow ridge again?
Did we bring up my brow ridge already?
Yeah, but also I can just see it.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. I mean, I say this all the because we have the tech deck thing from a previous episode. Yeah. Or maybe a later episode. Depends on how we want to release them. It's up to us. We're the whales in this situation. Anyway, yeah, you can it's like a ski slope. And it bothers me. All right, so big head, good for acting.
Yeah.
And we think that's true because it looks better on camera, but we don't know why.
I think so, yeah.
I do find this interesting because I am a big fan. I'm a big Chance the Rapper fan.
Okay.
And I've seen him in person a few times. Maybe this is going to sound crazy. The first time I saw him, it was it had to be more than 10 years ago or around 10 years ago.
Okay.
And he was playing a small venue, and he actually signed my glasses at the time, so I got to be really up close and personal with him. Mm-hmm. And I didn't think he had a very big head, but then the next time I saw him, after he was really famous, he was playing a huge festival with like a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And I was he walked along a thing and I was right next to him and his head was massive. And I wonder, does fame literally make your head bigger?
I think fame just makes it so you can afford growth hormone.
And it goes to your head?
Yeah, no, people take steroids and growth hormone, their head grows.
Jesus.
Why do you think Peyton Manning looks the way that he looks?
I think, hold on. Oh, here we go. This is something. This is a Hollywood tradition. Okay.
Ever since, you can
go
read
ahead.
it.
Why don't you do it?
No, you do it.
Okay. This is a Hollywood tradition. Wait, hold on. WFLA.com. Do male actors' heads get bigger as they age? Okay. Here's the thing.
Are you citing your sources?
I am citing my sources.
All right,
yeah.
all right, go on.
It's important to do. This is a Hollywood tradition. Ever since the silent film era, actors have had small bodies with large craniums. Achenbach explains there are several reasons why this could be, though most have to do with how actors' bodies' heads appear on camera. Essentially, big heads fill screens better than little heads.
As if you guys needed something else to be self-conscious about.
Shit. Shit, man. So you're telling, what that's telling me is that if we have big heads, we have a better chance of making it, but we're going to look weird.
Yeah.
And we do. I mean, I do. I don't want to speak for you.
No, we do look weird.
We look weird.
We definitely...
Fuck.
Yeah, I think if you trace back our genealogy far enough, there's a weird-looking fucking Neanderthal.
Yeah, that's my dad.
That is our combination. Your My
dad is a good-looking guy, but he really had to grow into it. No, that's not true. He was actually really, really good-looking when he was younger. But now I see myself. He's good-looking now, but it's different. I see myself in him, and I don't like the way I look.
I think you're an attractive guy. I won't make any comments about my own level of attractiveness, but I will say it has definitely grown over time.
Yeah.
Consistently. When I was a kid, I looked like something you would clean a chimney with. Like it was, I looked like somebody should have grabbed my ankles and just dipped me into a fucking chimney, dude. I swear to God, I looked like a tool more than a man.
Like did you have really curly hair?
Yeah,
and it was
dude,
like
I had
a mop?
a moppy fro, and glasses, and greasy skin, and acne, and fucked up teeth.
Because I thought you'd clean chimneys with like pokers and hooks and sticks and shit.
Oh, I also had a peg leg at the time and a hook hand. But medical miracles have fixed those problems.
Blowholes, weigh in. Are we attractive?
Can you give us like an accurate?
I don't know if we want the answers.
I don't care.
I don't know if we want.
I have come to terms with everything about myself physically.
Well, good for you. But
you should do the same.
I'm 2 years older than you, and I've done way less work. And
it wasn't that much work just to say, I can't do anything about it.
There's a famous, I don't know if it's famous, but there's a great Cat Williams bit that echoes that. The difference between men and women. Women try, in general, I don't mean all the time, but try desperately to alter and fix their look. They do plastic surgery and makeup and all that shit. And then men, when they're 6 years old, they go kids at school told me I had a big nose. And you look in the mirror and you're like, yep, it's a big nose. And you fucking move on.
Relatable.
Yeah. And that's so cool that I definitely have the first thing that I brought up. I think I relate more to the feminine side of being acutely aware of my looks.
I feel like I am very aware. I do feel like I had a period in my I got my skin fixed, my teeth fixed, got contacts, went to the gym and got super fit at one point in my life before I broke my fucking back.
Yeah.
And I just feel like
blame your back.
I feel like I will, because it is the thing to blame. But I feel like I did everything I could.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's almost like once you've gone all in,
mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna get plastic surgery. So I did what I could, and then I was just and here we are, and we've arrived at the destination.
Yeah. I think people take cartilage out of you and put it into other people.
If anybody ever loses a nose, dude, I could have given Michael Jackson a nose and had fucking nose to spare, dude. When they should have called my family.
But now, do you want him to have it?
I don't know. I don't necessarily want that nose halfway up some little boy's butthole. So yeah.
Yeah. And again, oh God, it doesn't, this whole podcast.
There's nothing wrong with saying Michael Jackson was probably a molester.
No, there's nothing. I'm not saying there's anything factually inaccurate or even wrong.
And there's nothing wrong with saying I don't want my body parts to be a part of that fucking practice.
You're right. There's nothing wrong with it.
You know?
Yeah. And yet, we continue to make molestation part of the podcast. And it doesn't have to be. And we're not well educated. Well, we're well educated, but in other areas. Oceanography is not one of them. We don't know.
No, dude. We are.
Do whales? I don't think whales do this. I think whales mate with other male or other adult whales.
It's Freudian slip there. I think whales mate with other males.
Whales mate with males. No, but they don't. I think
we're experts.
We're not experts.
We're experts on whatever we talk about. Take everything we say very seriously. Our word is law.
They're about to pull. I know that they're going to put
homosexuality is often observed by
mammals.
scientists and many other marine animals as well, including sperm whales, flamingos, sea lions, orcas, manatees, and many, many more.
Yeah, love. I'm so glad that homosexuality.
We actually don't even
prolific.
know technically the gender. Once we name him or her,
yep,
we will then figure out its sexuality.
Yes.
We'll play a different porn and then we'll see what makes its dick hard. Or it's pussy wet. We don't know what it is.
Exactly.
All right, guys, we're
not turning the whale over. I do not want to find out. Also, I think the whale is
Giraffes Giraffes have remarkably high frequencies of homosexual behavior. After aggressive necking, it is common for two male giraffes to caress and court each other, leading up to mounting and climax. Dude, can you imagine if you went to the zoo and you just saw two fucking giraffe dudes fucking? The giraffes are like my favorite animal at the zoo. Dude, you feed him the lettuce as his fucking homie just comes over and just...
So here's and maybe this is me, but I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a male giraffe and a female giraffe. So
yes,
to me,
you would.
What? I don't go to the zoo and actively look at undercarriage.
That's the whole reason to go to the zoo.
No, it's not. It's not. That is not the reason to go to the zoo.
If you're at the zoo, dude, if you're at the zoo, if I'm at the zoo, you know what? I'm not even going to put this on anyone else. If I'm at the zoo, I'm looking.
Okay. You could, but it's like it's a tertiary thought. You don't do it. It's not the first thing. You admire.
It is the first thing.
No, you're supposed to. What are we doing?
The zebras, dude.
We are not putting.
We're not putting that on the podcast, dude. Yeah, of course. And you know what? Of course, we're looking. Of course, you're gonna look.
Yeah, but again, and here
you never look. I will buy that if that is. Please, that's on Etsy. Save the link for me. I'm gonna buy that. Holy shit. It's $300 and there's only one left.
There's only one made.
It's been on there for 2 years.
It's in 2 carts. I can't. Yeah.
Can we put this on the podcast?
Hello, listeners at home. Harrison on the couch editing here. Just wanted to clue you in that we're laughing at an Etsy shop where all the animals' heads are penises.
Hey, whoever owns this Etsy shop. Oh man, give us a discount.
All right, but here's
50% off.
We have points to
show this. So.
we cannot show this, right?
All right, no, dude,
so.
No,
we definitely can't show this.
The turtle, it's $800.
One of them's a finger. That's interesting.
Oh, this is awesome.
Pull up the horse finger. We could do that one.
This is awesome, dude.
Okay, the horse finger is weird enough, but I think it will get the point across.
Yeah, it definitely gets the point across.
That you can replace the heads with other body parts.
Oh man, we've really gone off the rails here.
Yeah, I mean, and so let's just get back to the zoo real quick. You're saying that you go to the zoo and the first thing you're looking for whenever you're admiring an animal for the first time is their genitalia.
If it's on display?
Yeah.
You never seen a zebra pussy and thought, I mean, maybe on my worst day?
No, I've never thought that. Again, you want to get back to E-Bomb's world? We talked about that on the first episode.
Yeah.
I saw enough crazy shit. You know the thing about the girl who died because she was having intercourse with a horse.
It's a guy.
Mr. Hands.
It's a guy.
Mr. Hands, seen the video. Pull it up.
No, do not pull it up. Don't even
pull up
type
the video.
It in. Don't even type it in.
Yeah, he died, dude.
Yeah,
I told this to my girlfriend and then I showed it to her.
What kind of sick? What are you doing?
Well, I mean, it's just like if you missed out on that important middle school memory, Dude, in 8th grade, did you have the thing in 8th grade where it's like everyone was sending everyone like the shock videos? Like 2 girls, 1 cup, 2 kids in a sandbox, Mr. Hands, like all this shit.
I don't know what
burned in my memory.
Sandbox is.
2 kids in a sandbox is a chick shoving a dildo up a guy's dick. It's crazy. We've talked about this dicks too much.
Yeah.
At first, I was like cockle of eyes where I'm trying to take this.
Yeah.
And it really just went, this episode is so fucked up already.
Let's hope that everybody listening is down with the sickness. That's a middle school reference.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
But more than that.
Dude, let's hope everybody listening is Algebra 1, middle school reference. Sorry.
That's funny. I was going to say, if they're in Algebra 1, turn it off right now.
Dude, I was in Algebra 1 until I was until I was 35. I still haven't gotten out of it.
You haven't finished Algebra 1?
I failed Algebra 1 like 4 times.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, math was not my strong suit, Mr. Rocket Scientist.
Yeah, well, you and I, and that's why this works, because we have chemistry, and yet you're probably not very good at it.
True.
But I am. I can carry the team technically.
Yeah, no, without a doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
If we are stuck on like a deserted island, and it's like somebody needs to build a boat, that's you.
No. What would happen is I would draw up a schematic in the sand, and I'd be like, you build a fucking boat. You didn't contribute
yet.
That's
fair. That's fair. I'd be like, you are shit out of luck if you think that my carpentry skills are getting us off this island.
That's a good point. Also, your back is kind of a contender. The more I think about it, the less I have a case for you to stay.
Are you saying you're going to eat me?
No, I wouldn't resort to that. Although I am watching do you know the show? It's on HBO, Our Flag Means Death?
No, but I refuse to sit here and talk about a TV show that I haven't seen.
Okay, sure. New show, hot. And it's about pirates. And one of the guys is so clearly a cannibal. And he just keeps referencing. He's like, oh, man, you get a little sunburn? Yeah. And then like, yeah, his skin looks crispy. Like, you know what I mean? It's fun.
That would be you.
I wouldn't do that. I'm not a cannibal. And I don't look at animals' genitalia. And
well, you should start.
I'm the normal one here. I
have an annual pass to San Diego Zoo, Santa Barbara Zoo, and the LA Zoo.
I didn't even know those zoos. I knew the San Diego Zoo. I didn't know about the other zoos.
You know their existence?
I didn't know they existed. I thought zoos were like kind of hard to come by. There's like the San Diego Zoo. There's the zoo in Central Park, and I'm sure there's some other big zoos. But sorry for burping. I don't know about other zoos.
Well, I'll tell you about them later.
Okay. You're going to tell me about them off air?
Yeah, off
You don't
air,
think it's worth talking about?
No.
All right. Because from where I'm sitting, this is the hottest ep we've ever had.
No, I agree.
And it's so far it's animal related.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, if we could just get one of those animal dudes on the podcast, one of those. All right, next, mate, I'm gonna bring in an alligator,
an Australian,
and then dude, no,
you're talking about an Australian person. You just want an Australian person.
I'm willing to bring on any Australian as a guest.
Okay.
No.
And
you don't think those, dude, that's like my dream. My dream is to be like the guy on the talk show. I want to be the guest that starts and then sits to the side while the animal guy comes on and an ostrich attacks Jimmy Fallon. And I want to just be
in like in the world of late night TV. You want to be the first guest who gets like 5 minutes and then it's commercial break.
Yep.
And then
bring out the fucking ostrich. Yeah.
I don't know if you should do the accent.
No?
I don't know.
I see nothing wrong with it. Bring out the fucking ostrich.
It's not bad.
Bring out the fucking... What other animal should we bring out? Bring out the koala, mate. Harrison's gonna fuck it.
No.
No, sorry.
What is the bestiality? I understand this is a comedy podcast, but when it comes up so often, I question... You know how they were like... Well, maybe we shouldn't even get into it.
Maybe not, yeah.
Okay. We have plenty of other stuff to talk about, honestly. Actually, on this subject. So this is actually truly important.
Shaking it off.
This is
Oh man, I'm having so much fun today.
Yeah, this is a good
I think of my lack of sleep. I didn't get much sleep last night. I think that's
Oh,
I think that's what we're fucking.
I had a rough day of work, and I got to the studio about a half hour early.
Oh wow!
And I've realized I need the half hour to like decompress, to put the work life in a different space.
I'm not. I want to roll up stressed and carry that energy right into the podcast.
That's a.
I've been challenging myself to masturbate in the car on the way over.
What?
And it's a stick shift. Come on, baby.
Hey, you got no hands. That's no hand. You better have a Tesla. That is also a manual transmission.
Not true.
Somehow. No, you need a stick shift.
I get
manual
it.
transmission.
Yeah, okay,
but what was I going to say?
You need to decompress.
Oh, yeah, I like to decompress. But you coming in stressed to any situation, I should probably take a page out of your book, because with child comes inherent stress.
You're going to be like, dude, I feel like pressure builds the diamond. I'm like a big believer in the pressure building the diamond, mate.
Right. And do you feel, no, it's okay. You do diamond, mate.
Last 2 podcasts ago, you were like, give me an impression.
Yeah. And then I listened to the first episode again and realized you did an incredible Trump impression. So
well, the first.
You also said
that's that's in our unreleased pilot episode. I think, is it?
No,
that's in
that is today.
Okay, yeah,
it was on the one that came out. Today.
It is. You're right.
Yeah. Today being now, whenever this comes out, it will be in the past. You're aware of this.
Yeah.
Blowholes.
You
get it. Works. You're smart people.
What were you gonna say? I feel like you had something interesting to say.
I have a lot of interesting things to say.
Pressure builds the diamond.
Yeah, pressure builds a diamond. Yeah, 100%. I was gonna say something about, do you feel like you're worth more now that you're? I have nothing on the pressure building a diamond.
I started as a coal.
You started as a coal.
And then a lifetime of pressure has turned me into a diamond.
Got it. Love it. I remember what I was going to say.
Okay, what was it?
You keep doing Australian accent.
Yeah.
I do just want to say Australian and New Zealand TV is far and away the best fucking television I've ever seen.
Why?
It's hilarious. They have these things, and they have it in Britain too, these things called panel shows.
Mm-hmm.
They're just...
You have such a strong desire to talk about television.
Yeah, because I'm fascinated by it. You guys, we had an episode, and I think a lot of it got cut, but they tried to talk to me about space. And like in space, like where blackness is, or where nothing is. No, that's not what I mean. You know what I mean? Not blackness, like nothingness and stars and shit.
Yeah, dude, on the purple spaceship.
No, that's are you doing a Soul Plane reference?
Yeah, dude,
that's actually kind of hilarious.
I know,
But yeah, so they tried to talk to me about space, and that is my...
And you have nothing to say about it.
Yeah, it's my job, so I don't care outside of...
But your passion is obscure television references.
I'm just upset. Yeah, but you know more about television. It's not obscure. Australia and New Zealand are obscure.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they are.
They're great countries, and I think their television is incredible. Specifically, the show Taskmaster... in both areas are incredible. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about, on the subject of animals.
Okay.
Pivoting a little bit.
Yeah, no, I think we should pivot.
Yeah, sure. I was listening to a different podcast, and I apologize, podcast talking about a podcast, but it's valuable information. There was they were talking about repairing relationships, and it was relationships specifically with the earth, right? The human relationship to the earth. And they said that we need to...
That's what I'm doing when I'm going to the zoo. I'm trying to repair the relationship between me and Mother Nature.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's not worry about the living organisms or
or Mother Earth.
Yeah. Let's
Mommy Earth, if you will.
Exactly. So they said that if we want to focus on repairing, let's take a look at how indigenous cultures live amongst the land, because it's like a symbiotic relationship, right?
Right.
So I dug into that a little bit, and I learned about the Lakota tribe?
No.
Okay, they're indigenous people, and they're the ones that, do you know how they say hi?
How?
Yeah, they say how.
Yeah.
And then to respond to that, they say, dare you. Okay, sorry. Are you mad at me? What's going on? What is happening? Why are you up right now?
Oh my God.
What? We have to get back here and do this.
because you just.
What? I thought it was a natural way.
That just blew my fucking mind.
I have to work really hard at making these clever.
Yeah, that's insane because it's like, how is that even still funny? And yet, and yet you've managed. That was incredible. Is that all? Was that all a setup, or do we actually want to?
That was all set up. I got nothing.
Holy shit!
I have nothing.
When did you think about that? Did you think about that in the moment? Did you come up with that? In the
No,
moment?
I've been thinking about it for about
a week,
5 hours. What's up?
He practiced it on me.
I practiced it on Indy.
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah. Also, hey, don't ruin the mystique, Indy. Jesus, guys.
Shit.
If you want to pull up the Lakota tribe.
No, I don't give a fuck, dude. That was hilarious. That was awesome.
Okay, good.
Thank you. Moving on.
Blowholes, weigh in. If you have good ideas on how to get a how dare you out, send them to me. Send them to me.
Don't let them taint your creative process. You've been doing great on your own, buddy.
That particular one.
You're
really proud of. You're happy with that one.
You literally said how and paused.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even register, dude.
Yeah, that's the point.
Holy shit.
That's how it works.
We're gonna have to make a compilation of you how dare youing me.
Yeah. Well, that one's gonna take 3.5 minutes. But
can I talk about something that happened to me?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I do. Dude, I went to the Magic Castle yesterday.
Yes, I'm actually really interested.
Okay.
In this. Okay.
The not so Magic Castle. The Magic Castle fucking sucks, dude.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Are we about to get because we'll get kicked out of LA?
No, we won't, dude. The Magic Castle is garbage, and anyone that goes there is gonna have the same opinion as me. It's gone downhill.
But I thought it was like
it's supposed to be
ritzy.
mystical.
It's regal.
Yeah, it's ritzy. It's regal, dude. Okay.
It's
Let
royalty.
me walk you through my.
It's LA royalty.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, okay.
It's amazing.
Yeah, all right. Well, just
from
wait.
the booth.
Okay, so I get dressed up to go to the fucking Magic Castle.
I'm still reeling off of how dare you.
It was so good.
Okay.
I get dressed up to go to the Magic Castle. I'm wearing a suit, a knitted sweater underneath, full suit, dress shoes. Right.
Yeah. Right. Should you explain real quick what the Magic Castle is to?
If anyone doesn't know what the Magic Castle is, it's a place in Los Angeles where they do live magic. You can only go if you're invited, and they only give invitations to like members and like special people. I've been in LA a long time. I have a lot of weird connections to a lot of things, and it took me a while to manage to go there.
Yeah,
it's not the easiest thing to make happen. It's one of the few things that you can't just say, I have a couple bucks, let's do it.
Right.
It's like you really have to have a connection.
Doesn't get you in.
Doesn't get you in. So I get dressed up at home. We drive in the Uber. We get there. We're on this steep hill going up to the front door. And I hop out of the Uber because I'm like, well, if I'm going to the Magic Castle, I want to experience magic. I'm going to get super stoned. So I walk down to the curb and I just suck down a whole joint. Like I'm lit. I walk back up.
2 drags.
I mean, I did work. I put work on this joint.
Okay.
I walk back up. We walk to the front. And the dude at the front is like, he was a very flamboyantly gay dude. And he was like, you look amazing. You look so good.
Great.
And then he goes, but we can't let you in without a button down. And if you wear a button down, you're going to have to wear a tie. And I was like, really?
What?
And I was like, fuck. Dude, so I was
Wait,
like,
what?
You have to wear a button down. It's like on the website, but the website also says you can wear a knitted sweater, but it's for brunch. So I read the wrong thing. I'm wearing, and I looked like.
What do you mean you can wear a knitted sweater, but only for brunch?
Only for brunch, not for dinner. So you're pulling up the dress code.
I know.
He goes, you have to go down to Marshall's on Hollywood Boulevard and get a shirt and a tie or a blouse or one of those shirts that like a priest wears with the weird little button on the collar up top.
If you're gay and you want to wear something that doesn't have button, why can't you wear a dress?
You can wear a blouse.
A blouse.
Or a dress.
So what do the girls get to wear?
I bet that dresses, nice dresses, high heels.
Okay, you show up in a dress and nice heels.
They probably would let me in. Because they don't want the heat. They don't want the heat.
They better not want the heat.
Me in a dress. But me in a knitted sweater and a nice suit.
We're going back to the Magic Castle. We're both wearing dresses.
I think we should.
Yeah. And
I think we should.
We'll go flats because I can't handle heels.
No, we got to wear
heels. I just
heels.
had foot surgery.
We got to wear heels, dude. Come on.
Okay, 2-inch.
I think your calves look cute in some nice heels. Anyway.
My calves look great no matter what.
You're going to wear some red bottoms? Anyway, so.
I don't have $1,200 for Louboutins.
So
That's probably
So
underselling
my night takes a dramatic shift
to Marshalls.
to where I thought I was going to be super high watching a magic show, and all of a sudden I'm super high walking down Hollywood Boulevard in the middle of the night to this Marshalls.
Right.
Just like, oh. So I get to the Marshalls, and then I I found a shirt and a tie, and then I went to the front to buy it, and I went to the dressing room, like, you got to buy it first, and then I didn't get the receipt, and so then I go back to the dressing room, and they're like, oh, you didn't get the receipt, we can't let you try on the clothes, and I was like so stoned, and I was just like, you gotta trust me when I'm telling you I'm not stealing this $25 shirt. I promise you, I just paid for it. Please let me put it on. I'm trying to go experience a magical evening.
Yeah, well, you're having a magical evening.
I'm already having, honestly, the most
Any
fun.
trip to Marshalls is magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get dressed, dude. I can barely tie a tie. I don't like ties. I don't wear ties.
Yeah.
And I put that tie on like I was fucking Iron Man, and this was the one scenario where the Avengers were gonna win.
Just
I was like,
Iron Man's not a big tie guy. He has a suit.
no, I am aware, but I'm just saying it was like the pressure was on.
The pressure was on.
And
That's okay.
I tied the tie, blew my own mind that I managed to dig deep in
What'd you
memories.
do? Half Windsor?
Whatever the normal is. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Look up half and full Windsor, and let's get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, we'll get to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
I
don't consider myself like overly masculine, but I do know how to tie a tie.
Yeah,
So,
well, I just have never.
I'm gonna take this
I've never
win.
had. I used to wear a bow tie for a job, clip on. I've never had to wear a tie for anything ever, and I have like a weird
neck.
I have a weird thing where I don't like things touching my neck, and it's like a serious like sensory issue. Like
Really?
it is like it really bothers. It bothers me to the point that my girlfriend lied to them and said that I was autistic.
Nice.
And was like, can he not buy the tie because he's autistic? And they were like, if you had called ahead, yes, but since you didn't, no.
I don't think it's a lie so much as it is undiagnosed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You're probably right. They say, well, I do have ADHD, and they say that they're making the case that ADHD is on the spectrum of autism nowadays.
Yeah.
And not to be just
Who's
the
they?
1 million.
We know who they are.
Yeah. Not to be the billionth person that's diagnosed themselves with autism, because I don't think I have autism. But anyway, I do have a sensitive neck. So I get back to the Magic Castle. I hoof it back.
Hoof it.
I went from looking
Like a
good.
giraffe.
Yeah, I
It
went
is
from,
actually a penis.
Yes, exactly, like a gay giraffe. I run back
No,
to the
not a
Magic
gay giraffe,
Castle.
just a penis head giraffe.
Oh, wait,
With hoofs.
Yes. I run back to the Magic Castle looking like a fucking insurance salesman. Like, it's crazy to me that they wanted me to switch into this outfit that I switched. I went in looking fly, and then I returned looking walk. Like I was
That's good.
I was
That's
not.
good.
So I showed up, get in. Then we pay $300 for like a pretty shitty dinner. You know, it's just like an okay steak, and it's like literally $300.
What was the cut?
A fillet. I always get a fillet.
It was a fillet.
Yeah, and then we go to the magic show, and let me tell you, the magic show was.
I'll tell you tie a tie. Oh,
the
sorry.
magic show.
Sorry, guys.
I don't give a fuck about how to tie a tie. The magic show was
That's how you tie a tie.
so bad.
Uh-huh.
It was like an hour-long show.
Why was it bad?
The host
Can you
was
do
just
those
doing
tricks?
Yes, because the host was just doing bad stand-up. It was 30 minutes of this guy
interesting.
that was like shitty hosting, doing terrible stand-up, and then he was a quote-unquote juggler, and he kept dropping everything. And it was so the residual cringe.
Was it intentional?
No, it was like awkward and bad.
Interesting.
It was so weird. His big finisher was dropping a cantaloupe over his head and stabbing it with a fork between his legs, and he fucked it up.
I didn't know
twice.
Gallagher was alive.
He's alive at the Magic Castle. So it was
Him and Tupac.
it was so painful.
Did you
because
see that Tupac came back?
I refuse to talk about Tupac anymore.
Well, he came back to be like, Jada, we don't like you. Like that.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He came. Yeah.
Sorry.
He actually didn't come back. He is still dead. Anyway, for
We don't know
anybody,
that.
Our word is
Stop
law.
thinking about your mom.
So
It's
Jesus. So
Sorry, we discussed
my
that
mom
this
and
was
Tupac
okay.
really gets crossed. The lines get crossed. But the show was so fucking bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
And it was one of those things where there was like a standing ovation at the end, and don't pull up who was there.
don't pull it. It's probably best that it's anonymous.
Yeah, it was so terrible. Then there's a standing ovation at the end, and it was like, but it was definitely like everyone was like, let's make them feel better.
Like,
it was
like a charity thing.
It was like it was like pity clapper.
No.
And it was.
Have you ever experienced that in like your own stand-up?
No, I mean, I have had like I think you can always feel it when everyone knows that you are out of time and you're trying to go off on a laugh, and sometimes you get something that pops a little bit more than it should because everybody's kind of trying to clap you off.
Sure, yeah,
You've never experienced that, or you've never been in the audience where you know a comic is going over on time and they're trying to go off strong.
I've definitely done both things, but
you just don't want to admit it.
No, I'm admitting.
Yeah,
but I do actively try to. If I have a bad set, I try to be very cognizant of the light. Like if I get out. If I'm out and I go out on a bad joke, I'll be like, well, I guess I suck. And then
I'll do the same thing.
Yeah,
I'll try.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's coming up, but I won't go crazy over to like try to end strong. But some people do, and you can see the. So yes, I have experienced some form of that, but
so they're
nothing
clapping
near.
They're clapping these people off.
Nothing near the standing ovation of like the worst. It was so bad. Dude.
I didn't get a standing O at my special, and that's my best.
Oh, you didn't deserve it.
I
got a standing ovation at your special.
You got a standing O?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, I was about to say.
Dude, they were all on camera. They couldn't stand up. They would have stood up if they fucking could have. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah.
I don't no, because we would have filmed that. We would have brought in other cameras and figured that out. Would have been like, it's okay. Go ahead.
It was one of those things where it's like never meet your heroes. I have been romanticizing.
Heroes are magicians?
No. Not anymore, damn it. No, but I've been romanticizing going to the Magic Castle for like 10 years, like a decade.
Yeah.
A decade.
Decade.
And I fucking showed up and it was so bad and it cost so much money. And I had to run around Hollywood stoned as fuck and go to this Marshall. And the experience was just awful.
I mean, my takeaway from that.
And the Uber driver on the way home goes, I've heard it's going way downhill. And I was like, that's so funny, dude.
Mister, he doesn't do impressions. He's got 6
That
accents.
was what he sounded like. Because we were expressing our how bummed we were, and he was like, I went 30 years ago. It was incredible.
Oh, 30 years ago it was incredible.
Apparently it used to be really good. And he goes, but I have heard it has gone way
way
downhill. And that cracked me up.
I also think magic and certain types of art had their heyday 30 years ago, right?
Right. There's certain things where it's like, it's less. I can YouTube.
So I got blown away by Penn and Teller when I saw them in Vegas.
I still want to see them in Vegas. I have a weird desire to do that.
Penn and Teller are great.
Yeah.
No notes on Penn and Teller. I saw them at the Rio, which was falling apart then.
Dude.
Like I can't even believe
that
it's up
that
now.
hotel's made out of paper mache nowadays.
Yeah, my dad used to work across the street from the Rio in the Palms, which was a nice hotel. Yeah. Actually, when he was working there, Drake was like shouting it out in his Take Care album. I think he shouted out the Palms, like twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you got busy all of a sudden because of that?
Yeah, it definitely got it had some cool factor. Like cool. I think I saw John Legend do a New Year's concert there.
Yeah.
It had a vibe. That's the Palms. The Rio is falling apart. That being said, there's a Comedy Cellar Rio in Las Vegas.
Okay.
And I would love to play it.
Okay, and I would too.
Okay, good.
I'll open for him.
No, you don't have to open for me.
We'll co-headline.
We'll
co-open.
We'll
both
host.
Go to the open mic.
Yeah. We don't have an open mic at the Comedy Cellar. But yeah, so the Rio, saw Penn and Teller. Oh, so they were great, but I saw this show like, God, it had to be 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And since the internet and TikTok and stuff, there are several TikTok accounts and Instagram accounts where they kind of like reveal how they show the joke, and which is what Penn and Teller do.
Yeah.
I am hyper curious that if the overexposure on the internet to that style of magic and comedy taints what Penn and Teller do, which could be what happened to the Magic Castle. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's been made worse by it's also
LA.
It's a known audience.
Oh, it's a known audience. Oh, well, yeah.
But you become more of a. Well, but it's not just that. It's just that, like, now that the average layman is more knowledgeable, it's less mystifying.
Yes.
The bar has been raised.
Exactly.
But I will say, like, I went to a magic show and 30 minutes of it was bad comedy with no magic and drug juggling that involved dropping the objects. So that was not tainted by YouTube. That was tainted by that guy being a fucking terrible performer.
He had a bad night.
He had a bad night. Yeah, but I mean, if that was 30 minutes of his act.
Wouldn't it be funny if let's say you get
Would it
your
be funny
first
if I did stand-up and then some magician podcast was talking shit about how bad
like, this guy had a fucking terrible night. That's exactly what I was going to say.
I know.
This guy is not funny, blah, blah, and they try not to name him, but then the booth
pulls up my Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude, I
and they're like this.
Dude, I really, truly try to be like supportive of all art, and really, I try to be one of those like, do it, you can't do whatever.
Yeah.
I paid like $400 to go see this guy drop a cantaloupe 3 times. Like, I'm sorry, but it's you're getting flamed a little bit.
Drop a cantaloupe. My wife does that at Trader Joe's. Okay. See, I'm funny to some people,
and she learns a lesson after doing it once.
No, well, yes, never buy cantaloupe, and she doesn't. We don't like we like other fruits, but that's not.
Bring your grocery list to the next podcast. I think we should read it live on air.
So I swear to God, I was about to go on stage. I had a show a couple of days ago, and I was about to go on stage, and I thought it would be really funny because sometimes I bring notes and I set them on the stool.
Yeah,
and I was like this close to opening with 1 California, 2 spicy tuna, and like, oh, sorry, that's what I ordered for lunch today.
You see, you should do it next time.
No, because it bombed here, and it definitely wouldn't have worked in that room.
You're right. This is the metric in which you should gauge stand-up comedy.
I'm a harsh critic. I mean, some of it, if any of you watch my clips, you'd probably disagree with me that I'll just throw anything up there. But I am hypercritical of it has to be really funny. Like, yeah, I have to really believe in the bit in order to put it out there.
That's fair.
Anyway, all that to say, this is occurring, Magic Castle occurring in LA. You don't know this until you move here. You kind of have an idea, but this whole place is a fucking facade. And
kinda, yeah.
And the Magic Castle is doing its job of being a fake fancy thing in a fake fancy place.
Yeah, like there are people that are wearing tuxedos. Like, what is this? Your fucking prom?
Yeah.
Who wears a tuxedo?
Yeah.
Like it's
the Golden Globes.
2023. Like, come on.
It's not. Yeah, exactly.
It's not. It's the fucking Magic Castle. You are 500 feet away from a homeless dude shitting on Betty Davis's star on the Walk of Fame. You know what I mean? Like, it just.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. It just seems silly to me sometimes. I always love an excuse to get dressed up, but also I was dressed up and they didn't let me in. So
I know. Because fashion changes and you think that the dress code would change with it. But okay, so I do have something that I want to cover. Haircut Gate. I've named it Haircut Gate.
Okay.
There's more.
Holy shit, dude! I'm so invested. I can't believe we almost forgot to talk about this.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about it as well because I'm gonna try to do it quick. But
we have to do it. I think you have time to do it.
I think
you have time to do it justice.
All right, this is what happened. Quick recap. I got a haircut. It should have cost $40.
Yep.
They charged me $1,000.
Yep.
So I submitted a dispute, and then I got a call from the guy, and he was like, "Hey, I will just give you the money in cash in a parking lot."
Yes.
So I went through with that. I took the cash.
Yes.
A couple days later, the dispute goes through. They take the money out of his account.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay, as a show of good faith, I've already stopped the dispute.
Yeah.
So that should correct itself. But I'm going to give you the cash and let you hold on to that $1,000.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we left off.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
So you're out $1,000.
Yes, I'm out $1,000. This guy has $1,000 in cash. Okay. So he ends up getting the dispute ends up getting canceled. He gets the money back into his account, right? Yeah. Which is good. Well, it's not. It's in his business account. They use Square or something, right? So Square then goes through and they're like, "Oh, you have a dispute. Do you want to accept the dispute?" So he says, "Yes, I'm going to accept the dispute," which should mean that the money in the Square account is going to go back to my bank.
Right.
Right? Where do you think they send the money?
I don't even know.
They sent it to his bank account.
Wait, so now he's up
$2,000. Correct.
This has become a $2,000 haircut?
Correct. It's fucking crazy. I'm like, so
now the charge has gone through.
Yep.
to him.
Yep.
And you gave him the money back.
Yep.
And the initial dispute was never done, so you're out $2,000.
Correct.
Holy shit.
It's terrible.
I can't believe that in the first episode, I put in the caption, Chris gets a $1,000 haircut. And now, in the third episode, I get to say Chris gets a $2,000 haircut. The titles of the sequels are really writing themselves, let me tell you.
It's not great. So, but no, this is going to be where it all ends because he's a good guy. I contacted the bank and I was like, okay, you guys, everybody on the business's side fucked up. Square gave the money to the wrong person.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, my bank, I'm going to reactivate the dispute so that I can get the money back into my account.
Yes.
The bank says, even if you reactivate the dispute, you need to provide evidence as to why it wasn't worth canceling in the first place. Does that make sense?
Right, like give me a photo of you getting the $1,000.
Yeah, they were like, you need to show
me the money.
Well, they said, no, this is not Jerry Maguire. Although I did play him in a 12-year-old play, and I kissed a girl, brought the house down. It was incredible. Yeah, I'll cover that on a different day.
That's awesome.
Yes. So, so my bank is like, you need to show us proof that it was a $40 haircut. So I sent them, I was like,
you just sent them a picture of your haircut.
That's what I should have done.
Just being like, does this look like it costs $1,000?
Does this look like a $1,000 haircut to you? No, that's not what happened. I sent them, I was like, here's my appointment. It says men's haircut, and then here's their website. It says $40 for a men's haircut. That should be enough. And they were like, no, we need a receipt that says it costs $40. And I was like, I can't. The receipt that I have says
it costs $1,000.
Says $1,000.
Yeah.
And he was like, and the guy was like, well, then there's nothing we can do. I was like, what? So I was like, okay, well, this is bullshit. I'm never going to trust the banks again. Not that you never trust your bank. Your bank is lying to you. I call Sal.
As a Jew, I trust your bank sometimes.
Sure, yeah, okay, because
it benefits
they
me.
run the bank.
Okay, yeah, go on.
No, I don't mean that. I'm sorry.
We do.
Can
no,
we
it's
not?
okay.
Okay,
no,
good.
Yeah, no, we're good. You're good. You can. I'm Jewish. You're fine.
No, I know, but
Yeah,
you know,
we
there's
do
a lot,
run the bank.
a
So
lot
it's
of
pretty sick, dude.
Sick.
Go on.
I call Sal. This is the end, and I wish it was a more climactic ending, but I call Sal and I say they got the money. They can't do anything about it. So he's in the clear. He could keep the cash.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm going to Zelle you the money right now. And he Zells it, and I get it, and then I pay my credit card, and I get those points. And that's it.
And there's no more, nothing else is in the skunk works.
I called my bank, and I was like, whatever you think you have open,
dude, I'm
fucking
gonna call
cancel
Sal
it.
Later, and I'm gonna be like, this payment. I'm gonna try to. I gotta try to keep this going.
You're gonna try to. No, we don't need to get it going because at this point, I was debating. I was like, I need to find a new place to get my hair cut. Like, I should probably never talk to Sal
100%.
again.
Yeah.
Like, and I love this guy, and he's such a sweet dude.
I mean, I think it's all. I mean, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's his fault. Like I've said multiple times.
Yeah.
This didn't start with you giving him $1,000 for a haircut by your choice.
No, definitely not by my choice.
So he fucked it up.
Yeah, 100%. Also, any haircut I get in the future will be done in cash. Like, period. There's no situation where everyone tells me to use my credit card because you'll build points.
Yeah,
and
I would
get
tell you
cash
to do that.
back.
Yeah.
This interaction
Cash is
has got
king,
me
baby.
thinking, yeah, cash is king.
Yeah.
I'm hiding it in it. Don't rob me. Don't go to my house. It's in a mattress. It's not in a mattress. I haven't pulled it out yet.
Cash is king until you're exchanging $1,000 cash in the parking lot. Anyway,
so that's Haircut Gate. It's case closed. I wish it had a more climactic ending, but there were some good moments.
case closed.
Case closed. Yeah.
Case closed.
How do you feel?
I feel like I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Pleasure Wheel podcast.
Ah, shit. Yeah, we're about out of time.
Thank you guys for tuning into the
Wait,
Pleasure
hold
Wheel
on.
podcast. What?
Questions?
We don't have any.
I have at least one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure.
As a man, do you like hold your balls constantly?
Oh, yeah, all the time. It's like a safety thing. It's like a protection comfort thing.
Oh, that's what it is.
It's totally like it's like your monkey brain saying, I got to protect my most vulnerable spot, and I feel the most comfortable holding it.
Yeah, that probably is
it totally
what's happening. Yeah.
Like when I fall asleep, my most likely to fall asleep position is on my stomach, left arm kind of over my head, kind of like this, and then right arm is going underneath, cupping the balls.
Left arm under, right arm.
No, right arm is going under the cup. Left arm is like kind of like up here resting.
He's got little arms. He's got little hands, little arms. We probably don't have the right for that. That song's messed up. Short people got no reason to live. Those are the actual lyrics.
Guys, thank you for tuning into the Pleasure Well podcast. My name is Harrison Scopes.
I'm Chris Vegas.
We are so happy that you guys tuned in. And as always,
write us with questions.
Yeah, please write us questions. Pleasure Well podcast at Pleasure Well Pod. PleasureWellPod at gmail.com.
Correct.
And come back next week where Chris is going to get a $3,000 haircut.
Goodbye. That might be the best app.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was a great fucking app. Really. Sorry for doing that.
Did I feel powerful in the booth? Because it felt powerful in the studio.
Yeah, it was great. That was amazing.